eyes down. And let the shoulders just relax down onto your back body. Your legs may be crossed, or maybe the soles of your feet are butterflied together. The knees fall wide if that's more comfortable for you. And as you close the eyes and eliminate visual distractions, open up your ears and whole body, seeing if you can just take in the sounds around you. Whether they're directly in the room with you or maybe just beyond, outside the window or the door. Using the sounds that are present to just ground yourself into this moment, into your current reality. And then once you've landed here, slowly shifting your awareness to your breath. And let the breath flow naturally to begin with, just noticing your inhales and your exhales. Maybe noticing the subtle movement of your body as you breathe. And then slowly getting a little more intentional with your breath, stretching from the inside out. Can you elongate your inhales and your exhales? And you'll take about 3 more conscious, deep, intentional breaths. Really tapping in and tuning into the sensation of each breath. And let this gentle movement, this gentle flow, be what you connect to as we start to take the body into posture. Really being aware of the subtle movement that breath plays internally as we slowly start to intentionally move the external body. You can gently flutter your eyes open, keep your gaze soft, or if you feel okay, keep your eyes closed as you just gently shift to hands and knees. You're going to come off your prop and just take it off to the side. Wrists are coming under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Maybe take a moment to just shift your weight around forwards and backwards, side to side. And then finding a nice long spine in your tabletop position. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, start to tuck the tailbone under around the spine and drip your chin towards your chest. As you inhale, lift tail up, chest up, chin up, eyes up. And as you exhale, tuck tailbone around the spine, tuck the chin. Now keep flowing with your breath here. And again, as we start to take our meditation in motion, as we start to slow down our breath and our flow, still consciously choosing where we place our awareness, being keenly aware of how we feel in our bodies, how we're breathing, and maybe also tapping into our senses, noticing what we hear, noticing what we see with eyes open or closed. And taste in our mouth the sensation underneath our fingertips and our toes. Maybe you've lit a candle, or you can notice an aroma in the room around you. Take in all the senses, the full experience through all your senses. You've got 3 more rounds of breath here in your cat-cow. Once again, lift tail up, chest up, chin up, eyes up. Exhale, press the earth away as you tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, round the spine. Take an inhale as you come to neutral spine, flat back, untuck the toes if they're tucked, and then as you exhale, slide back to child's pose. You can rest your forehead on a ledge of stacked fists or stacked palms, or ground your forehead and just keep your arms extended overhead. If that was already a little bit of tension on the wrists, maybe bending the elbows and just giving your wrists a little spin and a little bit of release here. And then if palms are stacked, go ahead and reach arms overhead, mat width apart, lift your gaze, look between your thumbs, take an inhale as you slowly start to caterpillar yourself forward, gliding onto the belly. As you exhale, extend your legs long behind you. Hands resting next to the low ribs, wrap your shoulders onto the back body and squeeze your elbows in towards your ribs, chin slightly tucked to the chest. Take an inhale, rooting down through your palms, pubic bone, and tops of the feet as you hover or rise just to a little baby cobra. And then as you exhale, finding length to the spine as you gently come back down to earth. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale. Maybe each time you lift up a little bit higher. And as you exhale, slowly come back down. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. With your inhale, root through your palms, rise up to tabletop. As you exhale, once again, press back to child's pose. This time, wrapping arms around the outer edges of your body. Maybe bringing thumbs down to the sacrum, palms together. Now, if your head is floating above the mat, you maybe want to place a block or a cushion here, but see if you can ground your forehead down. And then with grounded forehead, thumbs to the sacrum, palms connecting, can you wrap your shoulders onto the back body? Squeeze your elbows towards each other or up towards the sky. So it's almost like you're opening the heart, opening the shoulders, but still finding a bit of grounding here into the earth through the forehead. From here, you may want to interlace your fingers. Charge up the arms so they come all the way to straight. And then see if you can float your thumbs away from your sacrum here. Beautiful. Take 1 more big breath in here. And then easy breath out. Slowly release your thumbs back down to your sacrum. Set your hands free as you just relax your arms down alongside the body. Breathe. And arms extend overhead. Take an inhale as you rise up once again to tabletop position. As you exhale, organize your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Take an inhale as you crab step your right foot forward towards your right pinky finger. And then as you exhale, heel toe your right foot underneath your right shoulder. Take an inhale as you lift the head and chest up. And as you exhale, arms are just dripped alongside the body. And maybe take a moment to adjust, maybe wiggling your front toes a little more forward or sliding your back knee back. Taking a big breath in here, lift the chest as you reach the fingertips down towards the earth. As you exhale, send your hips forward and down while you reach your pinky fingers back in the same direction as your back toe. Good. Lift your heart a little bit higher as you breathe in. And soften the shoulders, maybe settle in a little deeper to your lunge as you breathe out. Take an inhale. Keep reaching the arms back behind you, but take them out wide and up, fingertips to the sky as you breathe in. As you breathe out, again, big circles reaching out through the fingertips. Pinky fingers reach back as you open up the chest. Smile wide across the collarbones. 2 more times. Inhale, big circle as you reach up. And exhale, energy out through the fingertips, charging up the fingers as you reach back and down. And last one. Inhale up. And exhale, come down. And this time, grabbing your forearms behind you. Forearms rest on the low back. Take another big breath in. And a steady breath out. Shifting your hips back. Slowly take an inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, fingertips come forward and down to tent on the earth. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee as you breathe in. As you breathe out, maybe a little hop or maybe one big hop to kick your back leg up to the sky as you come to balance on your front foot. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, step your left foot forward to meet the right. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward and release. Go slow, gently ragdoll yourself up. Sliding the sits bones down towards the heels, scooping the belly, and come up nice and slow as you keep breathing. Notice how you feel. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. As you exhale, once again, dive forward. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward and release. Fingertips tented on the earth. As you inhale, step your left foot back behind you. As you exhale, pull the head and chest forward and up. Come to your high crescent lunge. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Straighten up the front leg as you breathe in. Grow a little taller. Reach your fingertips up to the sky. As you exhale, soften into the front knee. Soften the shoulders down the back body. Come back to your high crescent lunge. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, soften. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Hold steady through the low body. Take an inhale. Maybe a little back bend here. As you exhale, palms come back down to the earth. Fingertips come down to the earth. Lower your back knee down. Heel toe your right foot back out wide and then reverse crab step back to tabletop position. Untuck the toes, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, slide back to child's pose. Taking just 1 breath in here, and 1 breath out. Lift your gaze, look towards top of mat. Take an inhale as you glide your belly forward. Come on down to the ground. As you exhale, extend your legs long behind you. Again, hands next to the low ribs. Wrap the shoulders onto the back body. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Take an inhale as you slowly float the head and chest up. Baby cobra. And as you exhale, find length to the spine as you slowly come back down to earth. 2 more times here. Maybe each time you lift a little bit higher, still keeping your hips, your pubic bone down to the ground. 1 more time with your inhale, rising, baby cobra. And exhale to gently lower. Inhale, rise to tabletop position. Once again, exhale, press back, child's pose. And this time again, you're wrapping arms around the back of the body. Interlace the fingers, thumbs to the sacrum. Wrap your shoulders onto the back body, squeeze your elbows in towards each other, charge up the arms and see if you can float your thumbs away from your sacrum. Now you can stay here, or if you'd like, slowly start to elevate the hips away from the heels. Keep reaching your knuckles skyward as you roll to the very crown of your head, very top of your head here. Lifting the hips is optional. You can also just continue to wrap the arms onto the back body, charge up the arms, and lift the thumbs away from the sacrum. Take one more big breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly lower the hips to the heels, the thumbs to the sacrum. Set your hands free as you gently release your arms back down alongside the body. Take a moment of pause as the spine adjusts, the shoulders adjust. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Again, arms extend overhead. Take an inhale, rise to tabletop. As you exhale, organize wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Take an inhale, big crab step, left foot comes forward to outside left pinky finger, and as you exhale, heel toe, your left foot to come to rest under your left shoulder. Take an inhale, lift the chest up, bring your fingertips just to hover above the ground. As you exhale, soften your shoulders, maybe adjusting your foundation as you need. Big breath in, keep reaching the heart up as you reach the fingertips down towards the ground. Big breath out, pull your arms back slightly behind your hips, charging up your fingertips as you reach back in the same direction as your back toes here. Keep that energy of the chest opening, the collarbones wide. As you inhale, take the arms to circle up towards the sky. Same thing on the way down. As you exhale, reach the energy out through the fingertips, the arms slightly reach back. 2 more times here, big circles, heart open. Breathe in. And out. 1 more time, breathe in. And as you exhale this time, grabbing forearms behind your back. If you can remember last time which arm was on top, see if you can maybe change, putting the opposite hand on top of opposite forearm here. Again, take a big breath in, lift the heart up. The big breath out might soften your hips a little more forward and down. Lifting the gaze slightly if it feels comfortable on your neck. Otherwise, just tuck your chin slightly, maybe looking straight ahead or even down to your mat. Take a big breath in, release the arms, circle them out wide and up towards the sky. Big breath out as you fold forward, fingertips tent on the earth. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, breathe in. 1 big step or maybe a few mini steps as you breathe out. Send your back leg skyward as you come into a little balancing stand here. Take a big breath in and then exhale, step your right foot to meet the left. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Go slow, gently ragdoll yourself up, taking your time here, breathing, at least 3 breaths here, slowly making your way up. At the top, taking an inhale, reaching arms up overhead, and exhale to gently float back down. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, fingertips tent on the earth. Take an inhale, step your right foot back behind you, and as you exhale, just pull your head and chest forward, hug the belly in. Inhale, arms sweep forward and up, and exhale, soften and arrive in your high crescent lunge. Take a big breath in, reach the arms up as you straighten up your front leg, grow a little taller. Big breath out, soften the shoulders, soften the front knee, and settle into the hips. 2 more times. Inhale to grow a little taller. Exhale to soften. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Hold steady through the legs. Take an inhale as you maybe take a little back bend. Reach the arms a little bit higher. As you exhale, fingertips come to tent on the earth. Inhale, lower the back knee down and take your left foot out wide once again. And as you exhale, reverse crab step, come back to tabletop. Untuck the toes as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide back, child's pose. Taking any variation of child's pose that you'd like here, stacking fists, stacking palms, wrapping arms alongside the body, you choose. Breathe. And just taking this opportunity, this moment of pause, once again to tap into the senses. Noticing what you feel throughout whole body. And grounding into that present experience. And then once again, reach arms up overhead. Take an inhale as you rise to tabletop. Exhale to organize, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck your toes under. Take a big breath in, really charge yourself up. As you exhale, press down firm through the palms, float the knees, lift the sits bones up and back, finding downward facing dog. From here, if you want to just pedal the heels, sway the hips, feel free. Make sure there's no tension through head, neck, and shoulders, nodding the head yes and no. Beautiful. Step your feet together behind you. Take an inhale as you reach your right leg nice and high to the sky. As you exhale, rounding the spine, draw knee to nose. Inhale, press back, three-legged dog. Exhale, shoulders shift over the wrists as you round the spine and bring your knee to your nose. One more time, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Inhale, press back, three-legged dog. As you exhale, you're going to step your right foot behind your right wrist. So we're now on railroad tracks. You may want to take your left foot out a little bit wider and then pivot the heel just so it comes down to the ground. Your back toes are angled towards the long edge of your mat. Take your right thumb, plug it into your right hip crease, and just press that hip back slightly. We want the hips to be square with the top corners of our mat. Hold on to this hip, keep pressing it back, and as you inhale, sweep the left arm forward and up as you lift your head and chest up, and as you exhale, come to settle in your warrior one. Inhale, right arm reaches up to match the left, and exhale, maybe softening into your front knee. Beautiful. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, arms take that big circle back. As you reach your fingertips back behind you, interlace your fingers. Take an inhale to roll the shoulders onto the back body, charge up the arms. Then as you exhale, we're going to come to humble warrior, folding at the hips. Bring your right shoulder to just inside your right knee. Nod your chin to your chest as the knuckles come up towards the sky, or maybe they just float right above the sacrum. That's great too. Take a big breath in and a steady breath out. We're going to take a flow here. Lower the thumbs to the sacrum. Take an inhale as you slowly lift the head and chest up. Sweep the arms forward and up, breaking free from your bind. As you exhale, circle the arms out wide. Once again, the fingertips find each other behind the back body, interlace. Inhale, charge up the arms. Exhale, humble warrior, bow, bringing knuckles to the sky, chin to chest. Inhale, lower thumbs to sacrum. Break the hands free, lift the head and chest, sweep the arms forward and up. Warrior one. Exhale, circle the arms wide. Charging up the pinky fingers, they reach back. Again, interlace the fingers. Inhale, squeeze shoulders together, charge up the arms. Exhale, humble warrior. Last time, bow forward, chin to chest, knuckles to sky. Inhale, slowly lower. Thumbs to the sacrum, break free your bind, inhale and rise up to warrior one. And as you exhale, hold steady here. You're gonna pick up your back heel. So you're high on your back toes, but again, the feet are on railroad tracks here. So your feet are parallel. Take your hands to your hips as you breathe in. Shift your weight into your front foot, tip yourself forward, and as you breathe out, see if you can just gently float your back leg up off the mat as we come to a variation of warrior three. Reaching long through the crown, squeezing my left bum cheek to lift my heel up towards the sky. Take a big breath in And then as you breathe out, slowly reach crown to sky as you step your left foot forward to meet the right and arrive in Tadasana, mountain pose, arms relaxed alongside the body. Take a big breath in, sweep the arms up overhead. And a big breath out as you fold over the hip creases, yogi bow. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Let's root to rise this time. Come down firm through the feet. As you lift the head and chest, the arms up, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Pausing here again, just to tap in, tune into your senses. Inhale. And exhale. Take about 3 more breaths here. It's normal to get distracted or caught up in the flow, the rhythm of pace. It's like getting in your car, driving from point A to point B without really remembering the journey in between. So we take these opportunities to just pause, to integrate, to reflect, to ground into the present and current reality before once again getting swept away. One more big breath in. And a steady breath out. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And as you exhale again, fold forward. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, generously bending the knees this time so you can step your right foot, then your left foot back and arrive in a high push-up. So palms are grounded, arms are straight, plank pose. If you need to, you can lower the knees down, of course, anytime. Otherwise, you're taking just 2 breaths here, breathing in and out. One more time, big breath in, big breath out. As you inhale, again, option to lower the knees down first if you need to. As you exhale, elbows scrape the ribs while you soften belly, chest, and forehead to the earth. Untuck your toes and right away root down through the palms as you inhale, rise for baby cobra. As you exhale, gently float back down. And we'll do that 2 more times. Again, maybe this time you're coming up a little higher, arms a little straighter. Inhale. Exhale to come back down. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Take an inhale, rise to tabletop position. Walk your hands back maybe 2 inches, tuck your toes under. And as you exhale, continue all the way back to downward facing dog. Right away, we'll step our feet together behind us. Take an inhale, reach the left leg high to the sky. As you exhale, round the spine, shift shoulders over the wrists, bring knee to nose. Inhale, press back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, 3-legged dog, left leg to sky. As you exhale, left foot steps behind the left wrist or left hand. You might take your right foot out a little bit wider before pivoting your heel down to the ground, right toes angled towards the long edge of your mat. Take your left thumb this time, plug it into your left hip crease and pull the left hip back slightly. Take an inhale as you sweep the right arm forward and up, lift your head and chest up. And as you exhale, soften into your front knee as you arrive in Warrior One. Inhale, left arm reaches up, parallel to the right, and exhale, really soften and settle into your Warrior One. Breathe. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up, 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 lengthen through the spine. Exhale as the arms circle wide. Inhale as you interlace your fingers behind your back body, wrap your shoulders, charge up the arms. And as you exhale, folding forward, left elbow to the inner side of your left knee as the knuckles lift to the sky, chin drips to the chest, humbled warrior. Breathe here. And we'll take it in flow. Take an inhale, lower knuckles to the sacrum. Start to lift head and chest. Break free from your binds as you stretch your arms forward and up. As you exhale, arms circle wide and big. Hands find each other behind the back body. Charge up the arms. Roll shoulders onto the back body as you breathe in. As you breathe out, bow forward once again. Knuckles to the sacrum. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Lift the head and chest up. Exhale, arms circle wide. Interlace the fingers, charge up the arms, roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, humbled warrior. And of course, knuckles don't need to lift to the sky. Maybe hands stay to the low back. That's okay, modification here. Lower thumbs to sacrum if they are lifted. Break free from your binds. Inhale, bring yourself forward and up, warrior one. Exhale, wrap the arms around the back body. Last time here. Interlace the fingers, charge up the arms. Inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. Beautiful. Lower knuckles to the sacrum. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Good. Pick up your back heel. Your feet are on railroad tracks. Arms can stay extended, or one more time, you have that option to bring hands to hips here. A little more challenging with arms overhead. Take an inhale. As you tip yourself forward, root down through your front foot. As you exhale, shift all your weight into your left foot as you slowly bring your right leg to hover. Again, arms can be extended for this variation of warrior, or maybe hands are to the hips if that helps with a little more balance. Taking a big breath in. Don't worry if you fall out of the pose. Just compassionately bring yourself back. Nice, easy breath out. As you inhale, grow tall through the spine as you lift your crown to the sky. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward to meet your left. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, hands to heart center. Once again, tap in, tune in, check in with yourself here as we take just 3 breaths together. And when you're ready, inhale, circle the arms up overhead. Exhale, once again, dive forward. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And let's flush this out a little bit. Bend the knees, bring palms to the earth. As you inhale, step your left foot back, then your right foot back to high plank once again. As you exhale, settle into your high plank pose. Take an inhale as you shift the hips back, slightly bend the knees, find downward facing dog as you exhale. Inhale, come up high onto your toes in your down dog. As you exhale, ripple yourself forward to plank. Take an inhale here. Once again, exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. Slight bend of the knees, sits bones rise to the sky. Take an inhale in your down dog, lift your heels up, crease the tops of your toes, and as you exhale, ripple forward once again to plank. Inhale to stay here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, inhale, come up high onto your toes. Exhale, ripple yourself forward. Holding steady here. Breathing in and out. Again, if you need to, lower your knees down as you inhale. As you exhale, elbows scrape the ribs while you gently, softly lower belly, chest, forehead to the earth. This time, arms are going to come alongside the body, palms facing the hips. You can zip the legs a little closer together, narrower than hip width apart here. Take an inhale. Your forehead is just hovering above the mat. Wrap your shoulders onto your back body, and as you exhale, lift your pinky fingers up towards the sky. Bring your arms to hover. With your next inhale, reach the energy back out through the fingertips as you bring your head and chest to hover a little higher above the mat. As you exhale, see if you can interlace your fingers behind your back body. Charge up the arms and reach the knuckles back even further. Take one more big breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly bring yourself down to the ground. Let the shoulders round forward. Take your head and turn it to the right. Let the whole body soften here for a moment. Take a breath in. And a breath out. We'll do that a couple more times here. Spiral your gaze back down towards the ground. Charge up your arms, wrap shoulders onto the back body. Arms are floating just above the earth. Take an inhale as you bring yourself up to hover a little bit higher off the mat. As you exhale, see if you can find your fingertips behind you. Interlace them, charge up the arms. Thumbs can still rest on the bum, or if you want, maybe float them just above the back. Take another big breath in. And then as you exhale, let the shoulders round forward. Turn your head to the left this time and just relax arms alongside the body. One breath here. And then last time, spiral your gaze down towards the mat. This time, before we bring ourselves to a hover, can you find your fingertips behind your low back, interlace your fingers. We're also going to zip up the legs, option to include them in our flow here if you choose. So you're going to charge up the arms, roll the shoulders onto the back body, take an inhale as you hover, head, chest, reach the knuckles back, and maybe squeeze into the glutes to float the legs up off the earth as well. As you exhale, just gently lower arms and legs down to earth. Again, preparing to rise, charging up arms, floating the thumbs just above the back. Inhale, float legs, arms, head, and chest. Exhale to gently release down. Last time, shoulders wrap onto the back body, charge up the arms, zip the inner thighs together, take an inhale as you rise. And as you exhale, you're just going to stay here. Take one more big breath in, maybe lift up a little higher. And then with your exhale, just relax. Turn your gaze to one side, right or left, up to you. Let the shoulders drip forward. And then just slowly turn your head to the other side, balance out the neck. Then when you're ready, hands will come under the shoulders. Take an inhale as you rise to tabletop. Exhale, pressing all the way back to child's pose. Your chosen variation here, stacked fists, stacked palms, maybe arms wrap around the body or extend overhead, you choose. And whatever you choose, keep breathing. And again, check in with yourself here. Notice how you feel. And then when you're ready, tense your fingertips to either side of your knees. You're going to go slow, gently rolling through the spine, bringing yourself to sit up on your shins, hero pose. We're here just for a moment before sliding down to one bum cheek. Swing your legs in front of you. If you're towards the back of your mat, just scooch yourself forward, slide your bum forward. If you want to take this time to put on any socks, sweaters, grab your blankets, bring them close by. You can use that time now. We'll do just a few seated cat-cows, and then you can rejoin the flow whenever you're ready. Palms to the tops of the knees, feet grounded. Take an inhale as you draw your chest up, chin up, eyes up. As you exhale, rounding the spine. Tuck chin. Inhale, using the strength of your biceps. Pull chest up, chin up, eyes up. Exhale to round. Good. Inhale. And exhale. And keep flowing with your breath here. Moving at a pace that feels in line with the rhythm and pace of your breath. Whether you're consciously controlling and setting that pace or just following the natural rhythm and flow, that's up to you. But again, as we just start to ground down and slow the movement down even further, can you just tap into your senses here? Exploring what you see with eyes open or closed. Maybe the vision is inward, internal. Noticing if there's a taste in your mouth, any aromas that you smell, or even just the sensation of air passing through the nostrils. The touch of your skin, your body, or your clothing beneath your fingertips. Maybe it's the sound of my voice or any other sounds you can hear around you in the space you're currently in, or maybe just beyond. 2 more rounds of breath here. On your last exhale, just continue to hold this rounded shape. Feel a nice stretch to the upper back. And we spend a lot of time opening the chest, widening the collarbones, so it can feel really nice just to round in this opposite direction and flexion rather than extension. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, hands can slide to the back of the legs for some support as you slowly lower your spine down. If you want some additional challenge, release your hands from your knees altogether and use just the strength of your abdominals to slowly and with control lower your spine down to the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. Maybe a gentle rock, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip. And finding stillness in the center, take a big breath in. As you exhale, forehead rises to meet the knees, curling up nice and small. Separate the knees, reach your arms between your legs as you breathe in once more. As you breathe out, lower your head and shoulders down, lift the soles of the feet up towards the sky, happy baby. Now to start, can you just be still in the center here for a moment? Take a big breath in. As you exhale, can you gently drip the shoulders, the shoulder blades and the back body really down into the earth? You might also feel your sacrum or your tailbone reaching long and down to the earth as well. If holding on to the pinky toe edges of your feet feels like a lot, maybe it's really pulling the shoulders forward, then grab hold of the ankles, or you can even just hug the knees wide of the shoulders. And let the heels drip towards the sits bones. Whatever variation you choose is great. Just try to remain still. And with each exhale, try to soften another layer of your skin, your muscles, your bones. 2 more breaths here. Take 1 more big breath in, really fill the belly, fill the lungs. And as you exhale, slide your hands down your shins, hug your knees into your chest, just a quick squeeze before releasing your feet down to the mat. You'll take your feet mat width apart. Arms can come out wide like airplane wings. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, drip your knees down to the left. Make sure that your feet stay mat width apart. So I'm just rolling to the pinky toe edge of my left foot and the big toe edge of my right foot. I'm going to take my left ankle and lift it to place it on top of my right knee. Now this is just an option. If this feels like too intense of a variation with this external resistance, then you're just going to keep your feet staggered and let the knees drip over to the left. If you've placed your left ankle on top of your right knee, then just slowly make sure that the right shoulder is really grounded into the earth. It's not lifting or floating up the right arm here. And then slowly encourage the left knee to keep dripping down towards the mat. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Release your left ankle back underneath your right knee. Take an inhale as you come through center. And as you exhale, keep the feet staggered, bringing the knees down over to the right. You might need to shimmy your left foot back a little bit or adjust your footing, but again, make sure your feet are staggered here or that they're mat width apart. And then pick up your right ankle, place it on top of your left knee. Taking this variation on the other side if you choose. Otherwise, just keep the feet as they are. Let the knees drip over to the right. Breathe. Take one more big breath in here. As you exhale, slowly release your right foot down. As you inhale, lift your knees, float them up to the sky, come back onto your back. And as you exhale, just gently start to windshield wiper the knees side to side. The knees don't have to come all the way down to the ground. It's just a gentle rock to release the low back here. If it feels better for you, you can hug the knees into the chest and still do that gentle rock side to side, just with the knees into the chest and the low back slightly rounded. Choose whichever variation feels best on your body. If knees are into the chest, just place feet back on the mat. If you're windshield wipering side to side, bring the knees up towards the sky. Walk your heels in so they're a little bit closer towards your sits bones. You're going to take your arms alongside the body, palms down. Take a big breath in, balloon the belly. As you exhale, rock pubic bone back to the belly button, press your low back into the mat. As you inhale, start to pick up your hips, peel your spine up off the mat as you come into a shoulder bridge, root down through your feet, activate your glutes and hamstrings. Take a big breath in at the top. And as you exhale, option here, if you'd like to, one last time, pack the shoulders together, interlace the fingers, charge up the arms. Send the knuckles down just between the heels. Keep lifting up the hips away from the earth. Big breath in. Steady breath out. 2 more breaths here. Last one. Keep your hips lifted. Keep pressing down through the feet as you break free from your bind. Hands come back alongside the body. Gently unpack the shoulders so that your upper back comes down onto the mat. Take a big breath in, maybe lift the hips a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, slowly drip the spine back down to the mat, one bone at a time, vertebra by vertebra. Hips and buttocks will meet the mat, pubic bone will unravel, and then just let the knees relax in towards each other. The feet might come a little bit wider. Place a hand on your belly, hand on your heart, or maybe stack your palms over the belly or the heart. And just letting the spine neutralize here and inviting any residual tension to just exit the body here as we prepare to rest and relax in Shavasana. Take one more big breath in. As you exhale, draw your knees into your chest one last time. Take again a deep inhale into your upper chest. As you exhale, forehead rises to meet the knees. Curling up nice and small, take a big breath in. As you exhale, lower head and shoulders down and lower your feet down to the ground. Now you're welcome to keep the feet wide, let the knees relax in towards each other, and just take this as your resting pose. Or extend the legs long, arms long. If you have a blanket you want to drape over yourself, feel free to do that. Again, putting on socks, sweaters, anything to make yourself warm and comfortable here. Make sure you choose a shape that is sustainable for you and that feels easeful in your body. And as the body comes down to rest here, taking one more moment to tap into the senses, journey through your senses one by one. Staying present with each inhale and exhale. As you do, maybe noticing the sensation or aroma through the nostrils as you breathe. And maybe gently swirling the tongue around your mouth, noticing how it feels or maybe how it tastes, and then let the tongue just settle heavy into the bottom of your jaw. Listening with ears and whole body. And with eyes closed, taking vision inward to notice what you see within. And settling into your skin, noticing the feel of clothing, of the earth beneath you, maybe of your own skin as palms might rest on the body. Settling into all your senses and experiencing reality as it is currently happening. Keep breathing here as we settle in for a few moments. If you have time and space to linger on your mat a little longer, I encourage you to stay here for as long as possible. Otherwise, continue to stay present and aware of breath and feeling as you slowly start to introduce a bit of movement into the fingers and the toes. Maybe a gentle rock of the head from side to side. Slowly and mindfully continuing to invite bigger movements to the body, to more areas, more limbs. As you feel ready, moving in any way that feels good for you. You might want to interlace your fingers, flip the palms away. Take a big breath in as you stretch whole body, hands and feet as far away from each other as possible. And a big breath out to once again just relax. If you're preparing to rise out of your practice, bend your knees, plant your feet to the mat, and once again, just let the knees relax in towards each other. We'll take palms together and gently place the thumbs between the brows at the third eye. Just a gesture of gratitude to the internal wisdom our body holds, the ancient wisdom of this practice, the opportunity to practice together. We also take a moment to acknowledge that wherever we are practicing, we're likely settlers on the land. And so we just acknowledge the privilege and honor to live, breathe, and move here. Take one more big breath in. And gently sigh it out. Thank you for practicing with me. Take your time as you rise. And again, if you have the time and space, hang out here for as long as you can. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.